T.S. Dufferin, for every mariner in this world plays a very, very important role. Hi everyone, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. This is the third video of my series on Indian maritime history. And when I talk about modern shipping, this world T.S. Dufferin plays a very, very important role. So let us understand what T.S. Dufferin is, what is its history, and what important part did T.S. Dufferin play in the development of Indian modern shipping. Dufferin, my friends, was a troop ship for Royal Indian Marine. What do you mean by troop ship? Which carries troops, soldiers from one place to the another. It was built like that and launched in 14 September 1904. It was delivered to the government of India in Bombay on 21st February 1905. The ship was named Dufferin on the name of Lord Dufferin, that time Governor General of India. During World War I, Dufferin was used even as an auxiliary cruiser, taking actively part in World War I. And once the World War I was over, it was again used as a troop ship by Royal Indian Navy. After World War, in around 1925, it was decided that Dufferin has become old. It can no more be used as a troop ship. Let us sell it with its other two sister ships, that is Hardinge and Northbrook. But at that time, Sir Sivaswamy Iyer in January 1922 played a very important role. An appointment of Indian Mercantile Marine Committee took place. This committee recommended that this Dufferin ship, which was about to be sold, to be converted into a training ship where Indian mariners can be trained. And that is how Dufferin came into being as a training ship in November 1927. So Sir Sivaswamy Iyer, thank you very much. Let's move ahead. So Dufferin started its new career as a training ship from a troop ship on an experimental basis for 3 years. And then in 1930, it became a permanent institution as a training ship. The first batch of 30 selected joined the ship in November 1927. From 1927 to 1934, on training ship Dufferin, only executive or deck cadets were trained who became masters later. But in 1935, first batch of engineer cadets also joined ship. In the year 1947, India became an independent sovereign state. Thereafter, Government of India took steps to meet the increasing demands of the trained maritime personnel. How? We'll discuss now. So, first thing, they knew just 25 cadets of deck side and 25 cadets of engine side are not going to be sufficient. So the capacity was increased to 80 candidates, or the capacity was increased to 80 cadets per year. And the course duration was reduced to 2 years, and the qualification entry was increased to matriculation. So now more number of cadets were being produced. Dufferin was exclusively reserved for deck cadets post 1948, when it was decided that a separate engineering setup called Directorate Marine Engineering Training will be set up in Kolkata, where marine engineers will be trained. A separate video on the history of DMET or MERA Kolkata will be covered. In 1952, the Dufferin celebrated Silver Jubilee. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, during this Silver Jubilee, when saw the ship, he said, "Looking at the lady, I see she has stayed remarkably young and fit. I have no doubt that she will have many years of good service and good looks before her." Dufferin capacity could not be increased anymore, and Indian shipping had to grow. The hunger was more, and then it was decided that a new order for a new training ship has to be placed. And in 1969, an order was placed in Hindustan shipyard for a bigger ship called training ship Rajendra. In 1972 April, Rajendra was commissioned, and in same year, Dufferin passed away from the center stage of maritime training and became a fond memory in the hearts of all her alumni. On April 15, 1972, at a memorable and a moving ceremony, the Dufferin was given a touching farewell and formally decommissioned. By then, over 2,600 cadets had undergone training on T.S. Dufferin. Decided to convert, it was decided later on, let us convert Dufferin into a museum. But again, the cost of beaching the ship, the cost of maintaining the ship, the cost of converting the ship into a museum was a lot more. And that time, Indian government could not afford that. and then finally it was sold in scrap. Do you know that the training ship Dufferin, which was purchased for 1.25 lakhs only in 1927, was sold for 27 lakhs as scrap? This is a salute, guys. The Dufferin may not exist today in steel and timber, but in the minds of thousands of our ex-cadets and well-wishers, there will always be a Dufferin. And I'll tell you why. From Dufferin, not just merchant navy benefited, but vice admirals of Dufferin who were trained at Dufferin, but vice admirals of Indian Navy, admirals of Indian Navy were trained at training ship Dufferin as well. Example of that is Vice Admiral Ram Das Katari, served for 4 years and 43 days as a vice admiral from 1958 to 1962, was trained at training ship Dufferin. Another example, Vice Admiral Bhaskar Sadashiv Soman was a vice admiral for 3 years 272 days from 4th June 1962 to 3rd March 1966. Trained on training ship Dufferin. Admiral Adhar Kumar Chatterjee from 1966 to 1970, 3 years 362 days, he was the Admiral of Indian Navy, again a part of training ship Dufferin. So training ship Dufferin did not just do justice to Indian Merchant Navy but also to Indian Navy. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata.